Hi, everybody, and we are live. My name is Joy Shimokai, and I am the lead coach at ProSpeak Life Academy. Dynamics, you beat me to it. You got here before me. Hi, welcome to our monthly live session at the ProSpeak Life Academy. Every month, we gather like this and talk about how to raise confidence children in the 21st century. Welcome again to a monthly live webinar. And today we will be talking about a very important topic, as always, how to help your child express and not impress. So not just impress, but really express. That is who we are, in the words of one of our Speak Out boot campers at the academy. That is who we are. We know exactly who we are. We know exactly who we're raising. And so, yes, we express and we do not impress. If you get impressed, fine. But really, what we're doing is express our opinion, express our ideas, express and make impact for the world to see. After all, the Bible, the good book, said that we should let our light so shine before men that they may see. So they would see, they shall see, they will be impressed. But our primary aim is to raise children in the 21st century who express and not just live for impression, not just performance. So welcome again. If you're joining us live for the very first time, please put your name in the comment section. Tell us where you are joining us live from. And yes, we'll highlight it and celebrate you. Thank you very much, NAB Dynamic, for being here with us and for always. We appreciate you. So what do I want you to do at this moment? Go on, pull a parent, someone who needs to hear this, someone who needs to join us tonight, and let's have this conversation. In a world where children just live for impressing, just to impress them, expressing. And if we are honest, it's not just children, adults too. We just want to impress others. And that's what we aim to do. Long, go, just impress. But today we'll be talking about raising children who are not just moved by the world's applause, but by showing up authentically and being whom God has designed them to be. Unapologetically. If you can hear me, please put in the comment section. We can see you and we can hear you. Nighttime Nymix, if you're here, please help me do that. I can see you and I can hear you clearly. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, if you're joining us for the very first time, please do put it in the comment section and we will highlight you. So let's jump right in. Today we'll be talking about this very important conversation, how to help your child express rather, and not impress. Because, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, Princess Robinson, I'll not call you your other name, is here. Princess Robinson is one of our team members. Princess, as the live is going on, please share details about the academy generously in the comments, and as well as links to our socials, right, for anyone who wants to follow us and just keep abreast all that we do. Yes, thank you very much, Lincoln, for joining us as well. In the next couple of minutes, we'll be discussing this powerful topic. So good evening, everyone, again, and welcome. Throughout this month at the ProSpeak Life Academy, we have been discussing this particular topic and everything. So every month we have a team, and for that team, for that month, we talk about, that's where we share everything on our socials, actually reflect what the theme of the month is about. So we have been discussing this topic Our theme has been express, not impress. Express, not impress. And tonight we're having a very important conversation, like I mentioned earlier, because many children today are growing up believing that their values, that their worth, that their identity lies in how people perceive them, in how people clap for them, like their posts, admire them. And yes, we think of the likes as being love, really. And if we're honest, like I mentioned earlier, even adults. So, as parents, what do we do? And as parents who are committed to raising children who can express themselves, as parents who are committed to raising confident children in this world, this conversation is very important. So our goal as parents is not to raise children who live for applause. And when I say this, I know exactly what I'm talking about. You just think that because people are applauding for you, because people are cheering you on, that begins to form your identity and you begin to perform just to impress. But no, through our various channels, our courses, our contests, all of the platforms that we give to the children, we're not training them to live for applause. We're raising them to express their identity authentically, unapologetically. So our goal as parents should be to raise children who know who they are and can express themselves. They know who they are and they can express themselves. So how many of us as adults really have ever done something simply because we wanted people's approval? Simply because we wanted people to clap for us? Simply because we wanted people to how is it put again, to say, oh, we're doing well, to have people validate us? How many times? How many times do you actually just speak just for validation? Do you make that post just for validation, even as adults? How many of us, if we're real, if we're honest, we can just respond privately? No need to put it on the stream, but you know. So let's equip our children to be able to speak and express themselves authentically without just seeking people's applause. So I'm going to be sharing my slides with you. And if you can see it, please let me know in the comments that you can see how to help your child express and not impress. Like I said, my name is Joy Shimokai. I'm a TED speaker, yes. And I'm the lead coach at ProSpeak Life Academy. And my life goal is to raise children who can impact, lead authentically, speak without fear on any platform. And yes, we are already making that impact, and we've been doing it for 3 years on a stretch. Many children, like I said earlier today, are growing up believing that their values lie in other people's applause, likes, and approval. That's what they believe. And if we're honest, like I said, we believe that too. So when your child finishes an activity, what do you do? And I want you to put this in the comments. I know there are educators here with us live as well. Just put it in the comment. When your child finishes an assignment, or your pupil or your student, what do you do? What do you say to them? Do you say you did well? Do you say, did people like it? Do you ask? What are the questions that you ask? Did people like it? Did you do well? How many people watched? For instance, right? I have trained myself not to be moved by the number of people that are with me live. I am content. Yes, do I want more people to come watch? Of course. We're giving value, right? We want more people to be able to be impacted. We want more parents to join us in this movement of raising children who are confident. Yes, we want all of that. But just having a number of people watch is not something that moves me. Having a number of people just like, I mean, if you even check the likes, you might just make a post and you have 2 people like it, but a number of people, 300 people, sometimes 1,000 people have actually seen it. But only 2 people have actually liked it. Imagine if you actually just think of those 2 people that liked it rather than the number of people that have actually seen it. So let's stop raising children who are moved by the applause of men, but who want to authentically express themselves and be who they are. The big question is, are we raising children who live for applause or children who know exactly who they are? And that's what we partner with you, the ProSpeak Life Academy, to do. So when your child finishes an activity, what do they ask? What does your child ask exactly? Did I do well? Did people like it? How many people watched me? A, B, or C? In the chat, please. A, B, or C. Please join me. Let's do this together. In the chat, A, B, or C. What does your child say? What does your pupil ask? Can I have those comments? In the chat. Fast fingers, please. Did I do well? Did people like it? How many people watched me? If that's what moves them. What A? Did I do well? Did I do well? You know, Oprah, I listened to Oprah once and she actually said this, that about 90%, in fact, she said almost, she's interviewed, she called the number, hundreds of people in her lifetime. And every time she was done with an interview, the most asked question was, how did I do? Did I do well? So we actually, a number of us have this issue, asking people, did I do well? Did I do well? Did I do well? Did I do good? We're seeking approval. But yes, let's just know the difference. What's the difference between expression and impression? What's the difference? Expression means sharing who we truly are. Performing means, impression means performing for other people's approval. So expression is rooted basically in identity, while impression is rooted in insecurity. Expression speaks of authenticity, but impression is just seeking approval. Let's know the difference. So when you express, you're sharing who you are with the world, and you're sharing your identity, you're being authentic. However, if you're just speaking or expressing or whatever it is you're doing to impress others, you're just performing. You're just performing for other people's approval. It's rooted in insecurity, self-doubt, and then approval seeking, people pleasing. All right. For a number of years, personally, I think I was seeking people's approval. Really. Seeking people's approval. Oh, did I do well? Did I not do well? And the truth is that until you find yourself, until you know who you are, people will tell you who you're not. So until your child, and you need to help your child find who they are, express who they are authentically, express their opinion unafraid. So a tale of two children. We have one who loved sharing ideas. And trust me, this is stories of children. I've coached children for a number of years, and I can tell you for real, a child who is just performing from a child who is expressing authentically who they are. I tell the difference in a minute. Child one loves sharing ideas. Child two constantly asks, was I good? Was I good enough? Did they like me? Was I the best? Can I be the best? Interestingly, a couple of days back, we're having a mini contest. And I could tell even from that mini contest, children who just wanted to win, who just needed that applause. I did well. I'm the best. I'm the best. From children who were just being themselves, who were failing forward and just putting their best foot forward instead of just winning. Let's teach our children to not just win for winning's sake, but to win, to learn, not just to win, to learn, not just to win. So one child was expressing and the other just performing. So here are signs I'm going to be sharing with you. Signs that your child is trying to just impress. Number one, they are constantly seeking for approval. Constantly seeking for approval. For me, was I good? Daddy, please, did people like me? Did they clap for me? And once they don't have that, they start to feel sorry for themselves. They start to feel pitiful. They start to feel they're not enough. They start to feel doubt themselves, right? They compare themselves excessively to other people. Look at this person. Look at this person. And if you're a parent here, you're doing that comparison, you're already teaching your child to compare themselves with others. Let's teach them to compare themselves with their past self, that person they were yesterday, and see just how far they've come. They become devastated by mistakes. Once they make a small mistake, they can actually just halt. We have children in the academy sometimes that when they're speaking, once they feel they are not performing, quote and unquote, performing up to the standard that they have set, they halt altogether. They become devastated and they are unable to actually pick up themselves. The truth is that they are not able to be resilient. They become devastated by mistakes. They change their personality constantly, like a chameleon. Like a chameleon, to fit other people, to fit different groups. They change their personality depending on where we are. Depending if we're here, we behave like this. If we're here, we express like this. If we're here. So they change their personality to fit in. They feel they don't want to stand out. They just want to be a part of a group of people part time. And if you're an adult and you actually do this, you find out that you go on social media. We had this conversation last month, right? You go on social media, you see a post, and then you form an opinion. Then you go to the comment section and you see the first comment and you're like, that's true. You see another comment that actually negates the first comment. And you say, oh, really? This is true too. That's a red flag. You're constantly changing your personality to fit in with others, to fit in at some point instead of standing out, right? So what we may be doing wrong as parents. So yes, children who do not know who they are will often become whoever gains approval. So what are we doing wrong as parents? This is what we might be doing wrong unintentionally. We're praising only outcomes instead of you won because you're the best. Let's say, I'm proud of your preparation. I'm proud of the efforts that you put in. And I'm saying this because very important. Now we have a speaking contest at the academy. It holds every year in November. Every year in November, we bring children together from the world over. We have contestants from Canada, the UK, all over. We have this children contest. And last year, we have about 3 parents who stopped and their children were still in the academy after the contest, who didn't speak to us in spite of the number of messages we sent them. They didn't speak to us. They didn't communicate with us again. They withdrew their children from the academy just because their child didn't win. This is a contest, right? We have many children contesting. We had judges selecting winners. And I mean, in a contest, there are bound to be winners. There are bound to be people who learn, who come back even stronger. So if you're teaching your child, if you're praising only outcome, oh, you're the best, oh, you're the best, you're telling them that in a contest where they don't emerge the best, that they are not the best. Take note. You're teaching them that in a contest where they do not emerge as first or second or third, you're telling them that they are not the best. Instead of telling them that you're proud of them, the efforts that they put in, their resilience, their spirit, you're not praising that. You're only praising outcome. You're comparing them. You're saying, look at that child that came first. Does he have 2 heads? You're celebrating applause more than authenticity. Oh, you communicated. Oh, I love your speech. Oh, I love how you use your hand gestures. And these are things that we do in the academy. We give them feedback. Every child receives the personalized feedback, and we praise their efforts, tell them what they should improve on, and then give them a word of encouragement again. We teach this in the ProSpeak Life Academy, in our Speak Out boot camps, in all of our courses. We teach them to give feedback and to receive feedback with grace. We teach them that feedback is given in a sandwich method, a word of what they did well, what they need to improve upon forms the inner part of the sandwich. And of course, the outer crust is another word of encouragement to tell them that the efforts they are putting in, the energy they're putting in, their resilience, just to praise all of the things that they do instead of just praising only outcomes. So these are mistakes we may be making unintentionally, and I feel and I advise that we take note and stop doing that. Now, this is it. So instead of saying you won because you're the best, say I'm proud of your preparation and effort. Instead of saying, why can't you be like your sister? You say, let's focus on your growth and your progress. Instead of saying, did they clap for you? Say, how did you feel sharing your story? How did you feel sharing your idea? How did you feel about it? Concentrate on them and not others. Focus on your child and not others. Now, how do we raise expressive children? Practical ways to raise expressive children. Encourage their opinion. Ask them, what do you think? Not, what does everybody think? No, you, what do you think? What do you think about so and so and so? Instead of saying, oh, what did they think? What did they say? Next, create safe spaces for conversations. Let's talk about things. Children express when they feel emotionally safe. So create that environment where they can speak. Create it. It's not easy. Yes, as parents, you have all the right answers. Sometimes just create space for them to speak. So I'm the teens church coordinator in my church, right? And we have the teenagers WhatsApp platform. One time they felt so safe and they were making comments, sharing their struggles and challenges. I noticed one of the teachers was about typing to respond, and I said, no, don't do that. I private chatted him and said, no, don't do that at this point. Let them speak. And so when we want to teach, we don't necessarily have to. Sometimes we just think it's an emergency. That's why we go wrong. It's not an emergency. You still have time to teach. You still have time to get those teaching moments, to speak with them. You don't have to do it while they're still talking. Let them feel safe enough to have those conversations, to share them. Then you know exactly how to come through, right? So celebrate honesty. When they are honest, celebrate. Even when you disagree. So teach them to ask questions, teach them reflection, teach them to journal, teach them how to reflect. Okay, what did you think about that? Well, why do you think this thing? Why do you say this? Why do you believe this? Because this year at the Speak to Inspire, like I said earlier, and if you haven't seen our Speak to Inspire contest, we have it all on this channel. So now is the time. Click on that on this channel right now. Click on it. Click on the like button. Now go ahead and click on the subscribe. Do that right now. Subscribe to our channel. Then you're going to find Speak to Inspire Contest 2024, Speak to Inspire Contest 2025. And yes, the team is ready and we are already planning for the Speak to Inspire Contest 2026. You don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. And if your child is not part of the academy, this is your chance to register them for the Speaker Bootcamp, which is our flagship course in the academy. The Speaker Bootcamp holds every 6 months from January through to June, then July to August. Our July cohort is warming up, and if you're not in the academy, now is the time to plug in, because very soon we'll stop taking registration. Registration is just 120,000 naira only for 6 months. You agree with me that that's very cheap? That's almost like 20K every month. 20K, that is cheap if you ask me. For 6 months, and we teach them impromptu speaking, giving and receiving feedback, how to express themselves, using body language, and a host of other things. So they're not just speaking as well, they are leading. They're not just speaking, they're leading. Every month in the academy, we have a class leader or encourager or facilitator who is leading his or our peers in the academy, right? Our classes hold just twice in a month. So if you're thinking we're going to overwhelm you, no, we're not going to overwhelm you, because we know that as parents, you have your own life to lead as well, and the children also have school. So we meet twice in a month, Sundays, first and third Sunday of the month. So the first Sunday is our teaching class. The second Sunday is presentation, and every child, I repeat, every child actually gets personalized feedback. We pay attention to your child. Even if your child is that one that doesn't show up, that doesn't want to speak, we pull them out. We have a way of pulling them out. Thank you so very much. Yes, so what else? If you want more information on this, yes, of course, follow us on ProSpeak Life Academy on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube. Yes, so instead of asking them, what do you think? Ask them, what do you think? Ask them, why do you believe that? Ask them, how did that make you feel? What would you do differently next time? Very, very important. Now, here is the connection to public speaking. I mean, people have been asking, okay, Kojoy, where are you driving to? This is where I am, right? At ProSpeak Life Academy, we don't just teach children to perform. We don't teach them to perform for applause. In the academy, we have children who are running. We have a 9-year-old. She's supposed to join me today. And this is Shelomi. And this is her mother right here in the comment. She's supposed to join us today. However, she had some classes and is unable to. We have a 9-year-old who is running a career club for children. We have a 10-year-old who is already impacting his world, running a book club where they get to read and review books and then have conversations around it. I mean, what were you doing at 10? Playing with sand? I can relate. So at ProSpeak Life Academy, we teach them to think clearly. We teach them to speak with authenticity and to communicate with confidence. I mean, because true confidence is not pretending. True confidence is not performing. True confidence is not just performing for other people's validation. Oh, do they like me? Oh, they like how I talk? Oh, do they not? I don't care. I mean, true confidence is not pretending to be someone else. It's not performing for other people's applause. True confidence is actually being comfortable with being yourself. True confidence is being comfortable with being yourself, with being who you are, with being who God created you to be, and not for other people's applause. So yes, at ProSpeak Life Academy, this is what we do. We raise children who do not need applause, who do not need your likes to feel valuable. We raise children who are able to express themselves with clarity. We raise children who are not just interested in what you think. What you think, well, it matters. What you think matters, but what you think does not really make me who I am. It does not change who I am. So we raise children who know that, who know to speak authentically, who know to communicate confidently, who know to think clearly, structure their thoughts, and be able to speak on any platform with confidence. So if you would like your child to be a part of the academy, please send me a message right now, and one of our team member will attend to you right now, right here. Or you can pick the number scrolling on your screen right now. So I need you to answer these questions honestly. Questions are now on your screen. Can you honestly answer these questions? Does your child seek approval constantly? And yes, thank you, Samira. Journaling is key. But how can we encourage journaling during, she's asking a question. Okay, Samira is asking a question. We'll take your question at the end of this session, ma'am. Journaling is key, but how can we encourage journaling during reflection with consistency? This is key. We'll get back to you. So let's ask, does your child constantly seek approval? Does your child constantly seek approval? Does your child constantly seek approval? What do that is you as a parent, what do you praise most, effort or results? Do you prefer that your child learns or that they win? Do you prefer that they learn or they win? Ask yourself, do my children feel safe disagreeing with me respectfully? Are they safe? The number of no is to hear in our own house. Because if they can't say no to you, they can't say no to anybody. Do my children feel safe disagreeing with me respectfully, saying no to me respectfully? And finally, have I unintentionally encouraged performance over authenticity? I need you to take a snapshot of this or just write them down and honestly answer. Let's honestly answer them as parents. So Samira was actually asking a question, how can we encourage journaling during reflection? This is it. I'm giving you time to journal. Okay, as she said, with consistency. Maddie's question, is it for our children or for you? Is this question for you or for our children? How journaling is key and it's very important. I think I've lost count of the number of journals that I actually have. But for me, so I'm going to answer personally. I just start small. Sometimes I write just a little, just a few lines, just a few lines, just write a little. Put the journal close by. Let it be close by. I have some on my table. I have some by my bed. Different journals for different reasons, for different things. So keep the journals close by. You don't need to, if it's for your children, you don't need to have them write a full page. It could just be a line. It could be a line, so that they don't feel like overwhelmed for every time they want to do their reflection exercises, right? Or to write things down, or to just unpack their minds, right? So they don't need to write so much. So the journal being by your side will always be a reminder, oh, I've not written something, or I've not reflected today, or I've not done reflection this week, or I've not planned. Whatever it is, whether it's a planner, is a journal, or your prayer note, or whatever. So just having it by the bedside for me is a prompt for me to use it. It's a prompt for me to use it every time. I hope that I have been able to help. Then lastly, you can just create, like, everybody should journal, right? Everybody in the home. Maybe you create a time when you can do it, just like you create time for prayers. My thoughts, Ma. I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much, Ma. All right. So true confidence is being. Thank you very much for that comment. True confidence. Where's that comment? Praising the outcome instead of praising effort. All right. True confidence is being comfortable with being yourself. Yes, sir. Samira says, I know for sure that they build confident speakers at the academy. I am a witness. Thank you very much, Ma. And we were actually expecting Shelby today. Oh my God. We'll probably have her next month. Thank you so much, Ma. Effort, and I prefer they learn and also win. Okay, you praise effort and you prefer that your children learn and also win. But when they don't win, at least they learn, right? All right. No, Ma, you're not expected to respond to the reflection questions here, but you can just journal them, reflect on them personally, and put them in your journal. Thank you so much, Samira Wakaso. Okay, is it the journaling for children where they prefer to keep the things in their head? So yes, just give them a journal, let them have it by their bedside. Create a family routine, like when we have our family time, our family prayer, our family gratitude session, game night, and all of that. Also create a routine around journaling. I think that will help. Yes, so our reflection questions is for us to reflect in our journals as well. So here are my final thoughts, right? A child who lives to impress people will definitely, see, scratch this maze, scratch it, strike it. A child who lives to impress people will lose themselves in the process. They will lose their identity. They will not know who they are. A child who lives to impress people will lose their identity. But a child who learns to express themselves authentically will impact their world. Take my words to the bank. They will impact their world. If they live to impress, they will be disappointed. They will lose themselves. They will practically be zuzuing. they will lose themselves. But a child who knows exactly who they are, who learns to express, their ideas, their authenticity, even if they're still forming it, but they're expressing consistently, they are building their identity. They are building their identity, and nobody will take it from them. They know exactly who they are, and they are not moved or tossed to and fro like the good book says. They are not tossed to and fro like by the wind. They know exactly who they are, and those are the children that influence their world. And they are not too small to start influencing their world from right now. No, they are not. So yes, teach your child to express, not impress. Teach your child to learn, not necessarily win all the time. Sometimes we win. Teach your child, this is important. Teach them that sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Somebody please help me put that in the chat. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. I wish that some of the parents who withdrew their children from the academy because they didn't win a particular speaking competition would hear this. Please make it loud. Help me share this with a parent. Teach your child that sometimes you win. I thought someone was putting this in the comments for me. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you learn. You don't lose. You never lose. Every experience is a win, and a learn. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Sometimes we have children who are all about performance. Oh, I must get this. We have some of those children, very ambitious. My second son is like that. Very ambitious, is a first, he comes first in his, no, there's no contest. He's always on top. But we need to teach them to be graceful when they lose, graceful when it's not in their favor. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you win, not win all the time. There's some other people too that are not giving you a run for your money. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. So let's drive this truth into them. Now, this is your final call, parents. If you'd like your child to join us, if you'd like your child to grow in confidence, thank you very much, Princess Robinson. You never lose. You never lose. And you have that at the back of your mind. I mean, you teach your child that. If you are having a problem with that, what would you teach the children? Because they didn't win a competition, you withdraw them, you stop talking, and you just know, what are you teaching your child in the process? Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You never, ever lose. And thank you very much. NAB Dynamics says, applaud faith, but identity endures forever. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, but you never lose. Thank you very much. Put it on the rooftop. Applaud faith, but identity endures forever. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, but you never lose. Thank you very much for sharing that. So parents, if you want your child to grow in confidence, you want them to have the ability to communicate and to communicate with confidence, to express their ideas, to be who they are authentically, to speak authentically, to share their stories, to impact their world. Yes, ProSpeak Life Academy is your partner. Partner with you. We're not doing this alone. Partner with you to ensure, and we teach them, then we let them do. We teach them, then we watch them do it. Every class we teach, they have a presentation on. We watch them do it. Practice in public speaking, right? Practice is the food for champions. You practice and practice and practice. Just like you exercise to build a muscle, or you exercise to build your muscle. That's what practice is for a public speaker. That's what practice is for communicators. You practice, you build that muscle until They are strong, and you keep on building. You never stop. You never stop, because when you stop, you lose the muscle. So yes, here at ProSpeak Life Academy, we partner with you to raise the future. I mean, a couple of days back, I was listening to Barack Obama, and I'm still in awe of that man. Now, that's a communicator. You enter a room with a bag. Not to impress, but I mean, people get impressed on the way. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Pastor Iya is here. You're building a legacy. Legacy goes beyond success. Keep it up. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. So, yes, don't forget to teach your children. They never lose. They win, and they learn. Thank you very much. Princess Robinson is here. They win, and they learn. They never lose. They win, and they learn. So, yes, ProSpeak Life Academy is your plug. We have evidence. So, so come join us. Let's build children who are able to speak with confidence and communicate authentically. So yes, we have the Speaker Bootcamp, where we build confidence and communication development. We have the Future Skills Lab. We're going to be Future Skills now. We've decided to hold it just twice in a year, where we talk about AI, communication, and future-ready skills. Then monthly, we have monthly live webinars. They are parent-focused for growth conversations concerning your children. So our monthly live sessions are focused on children, on parents, to have conversation about children to help them grow. So these are parents focused. So share this live with a parent in your comments. Share the link on your status. Help us make this go to the ends of the earth. So at ProSpeak Life Academy, we teach children to communicate confidently, to think critically, to express ideas clearly, to develop leadership skills. At ProSpeak Life Academy, we believe that speakers are leaders and leaders are speakers, and the two cannot be separated. If you speak, people will always point you out to lead, because they feel that you know what you're talking about. And if you lead, you must speak. Please do not let your child get to that point where they begin to lead and they have nothing to say. And we get people who come, adults, who then begin to struggle with that. They wait first for leadership to fall on them before they begin to train themselves to be able to communicate. And so we're training these children right from get-go. We're training them from the cradle. So we teach children to speak with depth and confidence. We teach them to be able to structure their thoughts and speak with confidence. Structure their thoughts within seconds. Speak impromptu. Give and receive feedback. Develop communication skills. Use their body language, eye contact, hand gestures to communicate with power and make impact. So yes, do we have any questions? Any questions? Yes, well, you can book a free 15 minutes discovery call with us. Yes, yours faithfully is going to be speaking with you on that discovery call, or you send us a message, help, on WhatsApp on our phone number displayed on your screen, +234 9066537703, and our team member will be on hand to respond. Thank you so very kindly for joining me today. I've had a very beautiful conversation with you. If you have any questions or you have any comments, please put it in the live. And yes, I do well to highlight it. So please share if you have a comment, if you have a question, and I want to see comments, I want to see questions in the comment section, or just share your highlight for today and I'll highlight it on the live right now, or just tell me what you're going home with today. What's your highlight? What did you gain from all of the talk and all of the conversation that we've had today? What is your highlight? What has your experience been like on today's talk? Teach your children that they never lose. They either win or they learn and they learn. It's a win-win, it's a learn-learn. So what is your highlight? Can I have that in the comments? Thank you very much, Nab Dynamic. Yes, at ProSpeak Life Academy, leaders are speakers and speakers are leaders. Speakers and leaders and leaders are speakers. Very important. If you lead, you will speak. If you speak, you will lead. If you lead, you speak. If you speak, you will lead. Yeah. You cannot take one away from the other. Comments, highlights, questions. Yes, so our second cohort of the Speaker Bootcamp will commence on the 6th, yes, on the 5th of July. On the 5th of July, 2026. On the 5th of July, 2026, our second cohort 2 of the Speaker Bootcamp will commence. Yes, your take home. Nap Dynamic says, my take home is letting our children seek authenticity instead of approval. Thank you very much, sir. Authenticity over approval. Authenticity over approval. Thank you very much, sir. All right, so without any further questions, please. Okay, I see a question. No question. Okay, final words. If you're a parent here, final word. If you're a parent here and you're constantly having your child, asking your child how many people watch, how many if you're consistently supporting the idea of approval over authenticity, please ditch that and teach your child that being who they are matters over people's approval. Being themselves supersedes people's approval. Showing up authentically and embracing every opportunity as a win-learn opportunity. Win-learn. Either you win or you learn. You never lose. So thank you very much, parents, for joining me on today's conversation. And this is where we draw the curtain for tonight. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And follow us on all social media channels at ProSpeak Life Academy. And yes, do well to visit our website at www.prospeaklifeacademy.com and watch out for our LMS that is being unpacked right now. Our LMS where our children are going to be learning and where we have several courses, academic courses lined up on the website, Overcoming the Fear of Public Speaking, which is a self-paced program for adults. This is not for children. This is for young people and adults who want to overcome the fear of public speaking and connect with others authentically. Okay, do I have a question here or a comment? And over here says, I will qualify the speaking and leading by saying good speakers are more likely to become good leaders. I accept, sir. I totally accept. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much, sir, for this comment. Yes, my name is Joy Eshimokai, and I am the lead coach at the ProSpeak Life Academy. And yes, this is the face that your children are going to see. And yes, our team as well for the next 6 months if you do bring them into the academy. So thank you again for spending your Sunday evening with me. I do not take that for granted at all. See you again at the last Sunday in July. As usual, we're going to be having 26th of July. We're going to be having our monthly live webinar. So see you then. Do have a good evening.